Welcome back to the Sneak This, your weekly podcast on sneakers, sports, culture, and other nonsense. Made by sneakerheads for sneakerheads. Find the podcast streaming on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, YouTube, and on the website, which is updated daily at www.thesneakdis.com. Get at us on Twitter at @the_sneakdis, Instagram at @thesneakdis, and check out the Facebook page, The Sneak This Podcast. And now, on to the Sneak This.
Follow us or else.
Yo, episode 46.
46.
Ryan's back.
Back in the building.
Is it 46?
George is back.
You're not alone.
Shout out to
you for
alone.
holding it down.
a work
being
meeting
alone.
last week.
That's a fact, man. I held it down.
I was there
Sorry to all of our
there till about 9
listeners.
o'clock. Just so
I had to listen to Greg talk by himself for...
That was a gift. 46. Who's number 46?
I'm looking it up.
Let's
Let's ask
your
people
boy
on
running back y'all got
live.
from the Redskins.
Alfred Morris.
This guy says, talk more shit about the Boost God.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. See, Boost God, we don't care about. Boost God's followers are clowns.
I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of all the merch that he does. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm a little bit.
Well,
You're
what's
mad
funny is,
because you didn't think of it first.
yes, but you can do merch too. You're the Boost snob. All you got to do is make something.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
All right. All you got to do is make something. All right? Because I just ordered my Cash Me. How about that?
Yes, cash me outside.
Cash Me Outside.
How about that?
How about that? I just caught my shirt.
Yes,
All right?
because I don't know how she managed to get a champion. I don't know if you
neither
need to get champion to sign off on that kind of stuff because
No, because what's his name? Fulmer Simpson has a shirt that's like that
uncivilized.
too.
But, yeah, but he is an actual person that people would know. So to me, it would seem like he'd be able to get that signed off on.
I got Cash Me Outside.
That girl had almost 1 million Instagram followers before that episode happened. I had no idea.
What?
Well, no.
Yes.
Wait,
she had
no.
999 thousand
She bought
Instagram
those
followers
back then.
now the show.
Because I seen that episode live.
And now she has
long time
3.4.
ago. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Nah, once you throw a trap beat on anything, it's hilarious.
Okay.
She came out of a restaurant yesterday. TMZ was watching her.
Yeah, she fought somebody on the airplane too.
I saw her the person on the airplane.
No, this lady, the lady on the airplane.
Spirit Airline banned her for
For
life.
life.
Spirit Airline. Spirit Airline.
They're big in Denver though. They're big like in the West.
Frontier is just
Okay,
a slight
same kinda
above
thing.
Spirit. All right, you could ask. Shout out to the homie Chris Crawley and the homie Willis. Frontier is the weirdest airline ever. We was on there with
you
an
pay for
African
everything.
soccer team. All right, it was literally like one dude started taking his clothes off, facts, shirt, pants, everything. It was like this is the craziest flight I've ever been on in my entire life. Anyways, number 46, Alfred Morris, Ryan, George, back in the building. Follow us, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. So you telling me that she didn't have? I seen
I
the
don't
thing
know.
today that the before she was famous thing. It says she had 1 million followers before.
I don't know. Dog. There's only two people that I like that have big off of the news and stuff like that. The Get Money Boys for
Get
Jordan
Money-
11s.
Get Money
Get Money Boys. Cash Me Outside.
I heard 'em.
And homeboy that said hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband too because they raping everybody out here. Them the only friends of mine that started on TV or something like that.
Friends of yours.
If you buy that sweatshirt, I'm slapping you.
Real friends of yours.
I got a T-shirt with homeboy that got that headband that be like, "Hey, you better run tell that."
Run, tell dad.
And I'm not gonna lie, that sweatshirt was a really good idea. If you could get Champion to sign off on it, or whatever you need to do to get that done. But I know she didn't think of that idea. Somebody came to her and
It
was
said
like, "You need to make this."
there was an article about it. Like it was a clothing company who actually reached out to her
Yeah, it had to be.
to make the merch to sell. And that
She's a
that was
child.
like
There's
$80.
no idea. Yeah, there ain't no way.
And for anybody who know what we're
No
talking
way.
about, we're talking about the girl that was on Dr. Phil that
Cash
was
Me
talking
Outside.
crazy. The mom brought her on Dr. Phil to, I don't know, get her better. I don't know. She was bad,
Bro,
out of control.
On that video on TMZ with the mom was like thugging against the chick too.
Well, no, because the lady said that her daughter was
trash?
trash.
Oh,
So then the mom was defending her, and then the mom reached at the girl, the lady crazy, and then the lady grabbed the mom all crazy. Then how about that?
How about that?
Why you saying how about that? Why you saying how about that?
How they spell it
Partner?
is so funny. I'm
Makes
like,
no sense. Why they spell cat
Cash
with
me out
cash?
that.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
anyways,
That's amazing.
When I seen that sweatshirt, I almost threw my phone against the wall. No joke. Champion is making a super comeback, by the way. They were gone. They had stuff. They were selling at Target. All right. I don't know if y'all know this.
Yes.
Their stuff
Everywhere.
is in Targets.
Yeah.
And now, all of a sudden, it's
All of a
back.
sudden, fam.
It's back with like.
I bought Oscar won a sweatshirt for Christmas. I bought them from Urban Outfitters. $78 for sweats. He wears them every single day.
Well, that-
Champion is back.
that brand that I was telling you about that has those like long trench coats.
Supreme does
Vetmon
collabs
or
with
whatever.
Champion.
Yes, collab. That Vetmon, whatever, that brand that started as kind of a joke, and they were selling like $1,500 black trench coats or whatever. That and they have those Champion hoodies with like the super long sleeves, and then like the like stripe
seen,
goes down damn near to the floor. Yeah, everybody using Champion.
Wait, what is it?
I seen Tiana Taylor wearing
Vetmon.
that. Anyways,
You've heard of it before. That's the French way to pronounce it, I guess.
anybody got
Yes, sir,
pickups?
French.
Pickups.
I have a lot of
read-
pickups since
read
I was
about
here
it.
last.
Read about it on the internet.
We'll go
picked,
Ryan first. What's your pickups?
I picked up white gum NMDs.
Dang, Boost Snob
I picked
2.0.
up OG NMD.
What color? Oh, yeah, right. The
Yep.
black ones.
Yep, I traded a black tricolor for the all solar red NMD. I picked up the all solar red one.
Yeah, but why'd you get that?
I got it again too, by the way.
Yeah,
What?
it's kinda
I'm gonna
dope.
sell it, but because I got it for retail this
Kind of
time.
dope. It's all right. I like it. And then I picked up finally a pair of Tiffany, or the Ronnie Feig Diamond Collab Sagas. Finally.
Nah, you had to buy more than that. It's been like a month.
Oh, and Royalty 4s. And I picked up Royalty 4s.
Wait, considering
what
all the
else?
junk you talk about, ASIC is dead. You went and bought an ASIC and a diamond ASIC at that?
Those Diamond Sagas are like those are one of my favorite.
Yeah, but you talk a lot of junk about ASICs being dead.
They are dead.
That's debatable.
I mean, they're dead like for resale. Like, you know what I paid?
Yeah, resale.
I paid I think $60 or $70 for them. Like they were retailed for $180
Where'd you get them from?
from pound for pound.
Oh, what you got, George?
What else? I mean, I know he bought something else. That's only like 4 things.
What
It's
else?
been like 3 months since you were here.
No, I got the 3 NMDs, the Royalty 4s, and the Sagas. I think that's all. I don't think I bought anything else. I sent you guys a picture. I wore 11s the other day. That was lit.
Not a pickup. George, you get anything?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
11s.
I got a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Y'all out here copping everything.
Yeah, but I didn't necessarily buy stuff to keep stuff though. That's the thing.
Wait, you don't like those 4s or those NMDs?
The red ones?
Yeah.
No,
I
because
wanted
he
the.
had 'em.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the gum
He
ones.
had them
I wanted the white
originally,
gum ones.
and we looked at them at work forever, and the colors are too off. The boost is too off from the material. Now maybe on feet they look better. He
look
never
better
put
on
them
feet, I
on. Oh, he never put them on.
Where'd you get yours from?
He had them alone. The original ones.
Ubik,
I know.
Or Ubik,
Yeah.
however
Where'd you get
pronounce it.
you just got another one. Where'd you get the other one from?
The first one I got on eBay, but I just
Oh.
bought those because I wanted them. But I paid over retail. It was a good price based on what they were going for at the time.
Yeah.
But the one I just got was retail.
Well, I had 2 of the black tricolors, so I just traded one for that. So I got them for retail.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's willing to do that trade, then that's fine. I wanted the white gum NMD pack, but I didn't buy that.
Why?
Why did I want it, or why did I not buy it?
Why did you not buy it?
Because I'm trying not to spend any money.
Yes, but you got.
I know a
pickups.
place.
But because I'm like selling stuff or swapping stuff out. So
I know a place that has them for $170
Oh,
shipped,
yeah,
no
still-
tax,
still retail.
no tax.
They sat for the most part. The black ones sold out on Adidas, but it took like all day to sell out, and the white ones were still sitting there the next day.
I don't know. I bought the white ones because I don't have white OGs.
He didn't even say.
Yes, I
See?
did.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't think he
that
said.
was the
What
first
else
one I
you
said.
got?
White gums.
Oh, all right. So the Olive 3.0 one that dropped with the gum bottom
When did that come out?
Saturday or
What the fuck? You
last
didn't tell
week?
anybody.
What do you mean I didn't tell anybody? The internet told me.
You didn't tell us.
I
You
mean,
didn't
what?
group chat it.
What else you
I
got?
don't know.
Where'd you get it from?
Adidas.
F you.
Adidas. So not the military one that came out with the like back panel that you like. This second Olive 3.0, whatever. So I got that, and I'm gonna sell the Olive 2.0. So it basically replaces that one. It's better than the other one.
2.0 is better.
I don't like the 2.0
2.0 suck.
knit pattern.
Yeah. Thermal pattern.
2 pairs of Royalty 4s. One's going back because it was from Nike, and I got one for retail with no tax.
With the scam?
No.
For credit card fraud
I bought one on Sneakers app, and then I bought one on, what did I tell you? Villa. Villa's no tax, free ship, so.
Shout out to Villa. Sneaker no tax.
I do like Villa, but they don't get Ultra Boost no more, which kind of makes me upset because that's where
Really?
I got the 3Ms
I don't know if Renards do
and the
either.
mystery grays from. They do.
Oh, okay.
They still get NMDs though, right?
Shit, I don't know. I mean,
You know what's
I've seen
underrated is
Boost on
those-
Villa, but Villa used to get the LTD Ultra Boost, and now they don't get any. They don't even get the GR Ultra Boost. I don't know what's going on.
Those
Unless
Villa
they're not-
NMDs are underrated.
The blue ones?
Nah, those suck.
Those are.
No,
The Packer ones.
They
are
don't
underrated.
suck.
They suck.
Oh, well, no. I think I like the Villas better than Packers.
I like the Villas
Nah,
better
you
than the
can't.
Packers.
Look it up. You don't trust me. You don't.
No, I do.
No, you
I don't really
don't.
care
Look
for
it
the
up.
yellow on the Villa ones, but I'm sorry.
No, you don't. Look it up.
What else you got?
So 2 pairs of Royalty 4s. One's going to go back. And then the silver pack Ultra Boost from that released in the Super Bowl halftime.
Yep.
Got those. Is that the one you want, or do you want the other one?
I want those.
Because that's like a darker gray. I thought you wanted the one that was kind of
Okay.
like light gray with silver boost.
Oh, there's
What?
a difference? I know there's more than one.
What did you send us?
Well, hold on a second. Let me say the last
And
thing.
where was that from?
Because that's where I got. That's how I got my olive one too. Yeezy Mafia.
And
Oh,
why is it? Why did it cart me a 10.5?
On what?
When I clicked that link, it said 10.5. Do you want to buy it? And I'm like, what?
Did you pay for it?
No.
Oh, all right. I guess that's a good thing.
Why?
So what they do is it's kind of like a add to cart service, but they do it after the fact. You don't like prepay for it. They just add. So really, they only do it on Adidas. They just add all the sizes, and it's kind of fucked up that they do it, but they only charge $15. So it's not like you're paying $100 for.
Is
a
that
shoe.
like? Is that what Damian Walker's site is?
No? Yeezy Mafia is look like if you look.
Yeah,
it up,
no,
they
but I'm
have
saying like, is it a
100,000
similar type thing?
What do you mean?
Because he'll be like carded. Oh, maybe not. Never mind.
Well,
I
he
thought it
has
was
his
like
own
selling
thing.
carts. Like I thought
mean,
it was
it-
like going to redirect me to Adidas, and I was going to pay
It does.
Adidas.
It does.
So how does it work?
So Yeezy Mafia adds all the. I mean, I don't know if they add all, but they add whatever they can to cart. They have their own website. That's YeezyMafia.com/carts. You go on there, you look what's been added, and
Yeah.
you can buy the cart. Normally they're free, but if it's for like a super hype release, like that olive release, it was $15. For this silver pack, it was $15. And they're not even. It's not even 15 US. It's like 15 Canadian, so it's even less. I think I paid like $13.75 to get the Adidas cart. So you just go on there, you check out. They give you the login and the password for the Adidas account, and then you just buy it with your own PayPal on there, and it gets shipped to you.
So what happens if you get there and it's gone?
Then Yeezy Mafia refunds you.
So Yeezy Mafia only holds the $13.75. So they're not getting like your billing information on that.
No, exactly. You don't. The only thing they get your billing information from you paying them.
Yeah,
'cause you
yeah,
pay
yeah.
them $13, but they only charge you that whatever that fee is.
Yeah, because I noticed when I bought the white gums on Saturday that now it's a 10-minute countdown window when you add something to cart on Adidas.
It's been like that for a while. It's been like
has?
that for a couple months. Yeah. They do a cart reserve. SNS today, what I was telling you about, SNS did a 30-minute cart reserve. So I had a size 12 reserved for 30 minutes in the cart, and I checked out immediately, went to PayPal. I was already logged in SNS, clicked pay. It aired immediately, got the PayPal notification that I was charged, went back to the website. The pair was gone, didn't have a confirmation, and then later on they were like, your order's canceled. How are you reserving a pair for me? And then I check out and there's no pair.
I went on
Makes no
sneakers
sense.
and stuff like 2 minutes after the release, added a 10 to cart, and then went to the cart, and it gave me like the error page, and it was just done.
Yeah, their site is not very good. The site was trash, but I was able to check out, and like I said, it told me you have 30 minutes to check this pair out. This pair is reserved. So I don't understand how they're doing pair reserves, but then they cancel it. Like, obviously, their live stock is not accurate.
No. Well, this weekend,
Well, the only other thing was that the all red NMD, but I'm going to sell that.
I actually got a pickup.
no, you can't have a pickup. What did you buy?
You must have got a new car or something.
Psych. I ain't got no pickup. All right.
You probably do have a pickup. You wouldn't tell us if you did.
I'm not getting a
You're
pickup.
a
Although,
dishonest
shout out
person.
to the homie Rome, Mr. Midos. He offered to give me royalty fours for cheap.
What's cheap?
I mean, 122 is cheap.
Buy them.
Nope. He said he wouldn't tell a single person, even though I'm telling y'all. But nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying a Jordan in 2017. I'm not
you
buying
can
another
have Rocio
sneaker
buy
in
them.
You can buy a
2023.
size.
No.
You can buy a size 12, and then I'll PayPal you.
Even my wife was like, I mean,
He's looking at his
yeah,
face.
okay. My wife was like,
I don't know if I can return the one to Villa. I mean, I'm sure you can because it's a chain business. but I
Even
don't feel like
Rocio
dealing
was
with it.
like, yo, that's cheap. I was
Double
like,
up.
nope, I'm not doing it. What comes out this week?
You smoking rocks. I'm about to
This
sell
week
Thunders
is
to make up for that one.
Yeezy.
Oh yeah, Yeezy's dropped. I haven't done nothing to try. I figured I would strictly try Adidas.
I'm waiting on a phone call.
So check that website.
All right,
Yeezy Mafia carts.
oh, and I picked up this free shirt this week from Hot Rod.
you were there in California?
No, it was free on the website.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, and you didn't put that in the thread. Look at you.
Hater.
You gotta
wa-
pay shipping.
That Kith pack supposedly releases
What
this
is the
weekend.
kid pack? I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
sent you the picture of it. I
It
don't know
went
if it came
down.
through.
It went down
The
low.
Vans?
Huh?
The Vans?
No, the whole Nike whatever pack. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it. It's like all the Vachetta Tan stuff. 4 Vachetta Tan shoes, and then they basically did like a knit collar Flight 96. Or is it 95? What's the one with the bubbles?
Oh, you talking about the Jason Kids? That's part of Kith?
Yeah.
I thought that was just gonna be All-Star
the
pack.
knit collar thing.
I thought that was just going to be All-Star
It's
pack
Nike
thing.
times Kith pack, whatever.
Part of me wants that. What else comes out besides Yeezys? That anything else notable?
Those green Take Flight premiums.
Oh, those come out this week.
5s, yeah.
400s. Y'all think they'll sell out?
So,
I don't know.
You copping?
Fuck no, I can't pay 400 for those.
Or 100 because you can play 400, 80, 50, 80 for Yeezys right now. 430
They
for
suck.
Yeezys. I couldn't imagine paying that for them boots. That box is fire.
box
though.
is fire.
Box and the bag they come in are fire. I just don't understand why those are 400. I mean, we might as well actually just go straight to it then. Oh, actually, those are Super Bowl.
no. What are you talking about?
No, because I was going to talk about.
I want to hear the LeBron story because I don't know about that.
Oh man,
Might
I
as
forgot we was
well
going to even
talk
bring
about
that up.
that. Yeah.
So you didn't see the video?
No. I thought you were talking about LeBron ones when you said that. Because,
No.
like, those are going for 600 or whatever.
Mad scrapping. I mean,
Where?
Looks like New York, 34th Street, Foot Locker or something like that. I'm talking they were beating the brakes off this cat, all right? And you know what's funny? I
Over
don't know.
which LeBrons? The
14.
But like the
out of nowhere.
Out of nowheres?
So
Did they sell out? I mean, are they going for high? Or?
They didn't even come out. Foot Locker was like, we never even had the pairs. And they scrapped and tore the door down.
that's legendary.
So basically,
What are you guys doing? Like, we
So-
don't even have those.
I don't know much about New Yorker people besides the personal people I know from New York. But it seems like if one New Yorker is beating up one person in a sneaker line, they just all start beating them up. Because there is no way every single person in that line had an
a
issue
problem with one
that
person.
one guy. The guy was getting beat up by the door, and then he somehow escaped, and
Like
he
500
somehow
bucks.
he somehow like I don't know squeezed his way towards the back a little bit or the side. I seen cats out of nowhere coming through with haymakers. Just he fell on the ground, and then they started kicking him, and I was like, how does he got a problem with it when he was way back there? Anyways, got out of control. I mean, he took his hits though, and he didn't get knocked out. Nothing. He kept getting up, and eventually,
So it wasn't like a riot. They just were beating one dude.
They were beating up one dude.
Oh,
'Cause I don't know if he cut or started talking crazy or what. Somehow he ended up in the store, but they knocked the door down, and then Foot Locker was like, "We don't even have the pairs. We never got the pairs in." So they just did all that for no reason. I thought it was a restock of the LeBron ones. I didn't think it was gonna be the. I didn't think it was
The out of nowhere 14s.
Soul Collector unboxed them all on live on Facebook.
I'm gonna have to look at that later.
Unbox what? The
that
five?
Kith
pack.
Vachetta, whatever.
Vachetta pack?
Velveeta.
Vachetta?
So real quick,
It's called the 5 decades of basketball, but apparently it's a thing with Kith.
Oh, I thought that was like an all-star thing.
It is, but it was like a Kith exclusive or special or something. They have like gold boxes that the stuff comes in.
Huh.
real quick, y'all watch the Super Bowl?
So that shoe, well, hold on. So that shoe has not come out anywhere. Did not come
Not yet.
out. Nothing. People are scrapping. Is pre-orders high or something?
I mean, they're
I haven't
selling for like
looked.
five.
What?
No, the out of nowhere 14s.
Selling for like 500. Yeah, five.
I said I never looked. I didn't.
Why?
I don't know.
You know what's so stupid is that
No
people,
other LeBron people care about, and these are uglier.
yeah, these might be worse than
They're
the
like
other
five.
ones.
They're
And
like,
what's so
they're like 5+.
What's so stupid
Nah, I gotta
is
check
that
this.
people are complaining how expensive LeBron's were. He makes a cheaper pair, and now they sell them for 500. Like that's dumb. All right.
This pair is super limited. It only came out on the sneaker app. Came out of nowhere.
410.
Came out of nowhere. And supposedly, I don't know how many pairs there are. I don't know if they said how many pairs there are, but it's supposedly super limited. I'm sure the rest of them are going to sit.
I mean, it has to be
That is
so
one of the
limited.
worst shoes I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't know what that bad.
I pay about.
I mean, it's better than the Curry white low, but
I pay,
it's not $400.
better than the shirt.
I paid
Carry.
$375 for it.
No, you wouldn't.
$3
But wait,
and 75 cents.
because it's high, or would you have paid that before not knowing it was hype? No,
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I would pay retail for that shoe. I'd pay $140 or $160.
not prior.
I would
Yeah, I
only
would've.
pay.
No, not.
I like that colorway.
You don't like this shoe.
I like that
shoe.
No way you like this
Man,
shoe.
this shoe doesn't suck.
I like that shoe.
But
I like
if
it now.
Size 12 is $990 on GoDaddy.
Kill me. If I was hooping, I might wear it. All right.
$450 is the top offer.
Like those ones that come out next, the Chase Downs, the black with the ice sole.
comes
I'm
out
sure
this
those
week.
sit.
Anyways.
Yeah, they all should because they all suck.
Okay. Super
Hey,
Bowl. Let's
hey.
get through this. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, a lot to talk about.
Super Bowl. Y'all watch it?
No.
Y'all didn't see it?
What's that?
Of course, I
Epic.
watched it.
Epic.
He said, "What's that?"
Uh,
I'm still upset.
well, you were right.
Why are you upset?
I mean,
You wanted the Falcons to
have
win?
you guys not lived through the tuck rule and all the other stuff that New
Oh.
England has gotten to go in their favor the last 15
You
years?
hate New England.
Yes.
I don't.
Why? You're a
I
Raiders
didn't-
fan.
I never rooted for New
You
England.
not know what the tuck rule is. 'Cause if
Raiders
you're
have
not, I
always
can clarify
sucked.
it for you.
I've never rooted
Yes,
for the
the whole
Patriots.
point is like the last two chances they had before this year was the tuck rule.
Yeah.
And then the next year they lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen to the Raiders.
I didn't care.
No,
I didn't
it
care who
wasn't,
won
because
this
at
time.
that point in time, the Raiders were one of the best franchises
But you
in the
didn't-
league.
but
you
you
only
saw-
remember the last 16 years.
I remember Rich Gannon when he sucked.
Rich Gannon won MVP, but that's
He
neither
sucked.
here nor there.
All right. Anyways, the game was great.
The
It
game
was
says
one. It was
great.
one of the greatest Super Bowls I've ever seen. I know we say that
Absolutely.
every year and probably is overused.
It
but
might be one of the greatest Super Bowls ever on accident, though.
This Super Bowl, the only one that could have been, might have been greater is the Tennessee Super Bowl.
This is the thing.
It came down to like
My
the
issues
4
with
inches.
and I know
Pause.
you want to talk about, or maybe I brought it up. We'll talk about greatest of all time. My issue with New England is they've been great. Belichick is great. There's no doubt about it. The ownership is great. They've lucked into a couple Super Bowl wins. There's no doubt about it. Seattle not running the ball on the 1 yard line.
Oh yes, that's absolutely
Atlanta up
Not running the ball.
28-3, not running the ball. They literally
Yeah.
could have kneeled it 3 times, kicked a field goal, the game's over.
yeah.
I can't remember going back to the Rams games and whatnot, but that run they're on.
Luck is a strong word to use in this
Bad
situation.
coaching. They've
No.
won. They've won a couple Super Bowls because of bad coaching
It's
by the
absolutely
opposition.
luck. That's
Bad
what.
coaching.
Okay, I know you guys don't like numbers, but Atlanta at multiple points in that game had a 99.9% chance to win
You're
the
right.
game.
At it, fourth
Like,
quarter,
based on mathematics.
Fourth quarter, stat wise, it was less than a percentage chance they would win.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
my point is they've
numbers.
won
I just
5.
don't base everything off numbers.
Neither do I, but I use it as an argument to back other points.
Yeah, but
up.
it's hard to say. It's hard to say that they lucked in the Super Bowls when you have opposing teams making awful decisions. They ran the ball 4
But
times in the second half.
That's the point I'm making is
It's not even luck.
they
It's just
needed
they're morons.
No.
They're morons.
They needed, but here's the point: New England needed so many things to happen to go right to
Yeah.
shift that momentum.
Absolutely.
That is luck. That's the definition of luck. Now, maybe when you talk about individual instances of being dumb, yes, but when you add everything up, you don't go from a 0.1% chance to win a Super Bowl or a game to 100% without sheer luck involved at some point. I mean, the calls from the refs, the catch from Edelman.
Catch is luck.
I mean,
That's luck.
Yes, but there's luck involved in everything. So, you're telling me that New England's defensive backs aren't doing the same thing Atlanta's doing, or New England's offensive line's
Yeah,
not
but
doing
I'm
the same
saying-
thing? It just so happened Atlanta got caught doing it. That's the
saying,
difference.
like,
That's why football is like arbitrary.
You
sometimes.
could arguably say them getting that Matt Ryan fumbling didn't cause a turnover the entire game, and then he fumbled that one on
Yeah,
that
it's
pass.
terrible.
That
They
could
should've
be
run the ball 3rd
maybe
and 1.
luck, but they should have been running. Like, it's like it's not luck if somebody is in control of the destiny. Like
It's
luck would be
No.
luck
They
would-
created the fumble, but who's to say it's not luck that New England fell on it? If Atlanta falls on it, they punt it 50 more yards, and they have to go 50 yards further.
I mean,
Maybe
I
time
looked,
runs out.
and it was like 3rd and 33. I was
You
like,
ever heard
what?
of Tom Brady? 50 yards don't matter to Tom Brady.
Like, New England has won 5 Super Bowls by a combined 16 points. That is the definition of luck. Now, if you had the argument that like some of those other years they probably should have won it when they didn't, I'm fine with that. Things always balance out. But my opinion is that run they're on probably is good for about 3 Super Bowl wins. They should have won in 07 when they had Moss. They were the greatest team in the league, and there was no doubt about that.
They should.
So that's definitely a win they should have had. They shouldn't have beat. They shouldn't have beat the Rams. No,
They should have 7.
no, they've won 5, and some of those are luck.
Easily could have had 7. Easily.
I
They
disagree.
could've.
I disagree
I
with
mean,
that.
what you're talking about was based off of like a 3rd down and something Tyree catch on the helmet. Like, they should have that one.
Yes, but you balance that against the things that have gone in their favor. That's my point. In terms of talent and Hall of Famers that they've had from this run, it's probably about a 3 Super Bowl franchise.
Okay,
not
now
5.
that right there is Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever. Say yes, and let's move on. Just say yes.
When you think of aura, when you think of MJ, does Tom Brady come to mind?
Yeah.
He doesn't. Joe
Yes.
Montana does.
No.
And maybe it's because I'm a little bit older than you guys.
A lot older.
Joe Montana has aura. Tom Brady does not have the aura.
Joe Montana has.
He's not Wayne Gretzky. He's
Let me
not
tell
Joe
you.
Montana.
Let me tell you something.
You remember
Hey,
Pro
whoa,
Stars?
Whoa. Hold on a second though. Because I
know you remember.
No. Hold on a second. Because I have had this. I've had the same thought to myself 100 times. And this is why I think it is. I think it's because when you're a kid, you look up to like Joe Montana and Michael Jordan and Wayne Gretzky, and like that's okay. Like as a grown man, you still think like the people that you looked up to when you were a kid are better.
You're partially right, but I still would say LeBron has aura and
but he's not
Brady
MJ,
doesn't.
and he never will be.
You're right, but he's a
And he won't
greater
be to anybody.
He's a greater athlete in sports history than Brady is. Absolutely, because he has aura. No, don't change it. Bo Jackson.
You said that. I didn't say
I
it.
understand that, but I'm saying person who plays sports. If we want to talk about athlete,
I mean,
then you talk
might
about
be able to
like
say Richard Dumas on the Suns was one of the greatest athletes of all time.
that's not true.
He just likes smoke crack cocaine.
Bo Jackson is the greatest
Those
pure
lines.
athlete of all time, and that's not debatable.
That's true.
Deion Sanders?
Yeah, Deion's in there. LeBron's in there. Put
Russell
LeBron.
Westbrook.
He played football. LeBron played football. Come on, let's be honest.
Iverson.
Westbrook possibly.
Iverson played high school football.
Kenny Lofton?
Yeah.
He's just not big enough. He's a great athlete.
Kenny Lofton definitely. Ashton Eaton, the guy who's won 2 freaking decathlons in a row in the Olympics and broke the world record. Yeah, there's a lot of guys in that fall in that category. But I'm not talking about pure athlete. I'm saying like
Even Caitlyn Jenner.
like people
He was
want
aight.
people want
Caitlyn Jenner was one of the
Okay.
Caitlyn Jenner was one of the greatest Olympians of all time.
Okay, Caitlyn Jenner wasn't. Bruce Jenner was.
I'm being respectful.
My point is, people want to put Brady with like Muhammad Ali in terms of like impact. You can't do that.
They're
I'm
not
sorry.
doing
You can't. No.
Impact.
Yes,
No,
they
no, no, no,
are.
no.
They're
not doing-
talking about.
no, they're not saying-
I saw something on Twitter. A guy wrote an article that said Brady is the greatest
He's a
athlete
fool.
of all time.
He's a
and
fool.
he's
He's
a nationwide sports writer.
He's a fool.
He's not the greatest.
He's a fool.
No. He's not the
exactly.
greatest.
So that's why we're bringing
He's
it to the
not-
discussion.
He's not the greatest athlete of all time, but in my opinion, he is the greatest quarterback
That's
of
it.
all time.
That's it.
I
Aaron
would
Rodgers.
pick. I would pick
Aaron
Joe Montana.
Rodgers is a greater athlete.
Yes.
Than
There's a difference
Yes, but
between.
we're not talking about that. I'm
You're right.
Peyton
But that
Manning-
article is about him being one of the greatest athletes of all time.
No,
no.
The one I saw
And
is
impact is a strong word, and you can never compare him to Muhammad Ali when you talk about
that's my point.
impact.
You can't write that article. That's my
Like-
point.
like-
People are drunk off this Tom Brady love for some reason.
Like Peyton Manning is
Whoa,
one of the
it's
greatest.
deserved.
Peyton and Eli. Are,
Not in terms of comparing him to Muhammad Ali
Right.
and Jim
No, you
Brown and
can't.
people
You
like
can't
that.
compare
That's
them.
my
No.
point.
Like Peyton and Eli Manning, like I'd pick them first for my flag football team, and I'm not taking them to like go shoot hoops or to hit baseballs. Like,
Yeah, but
they're not.
But I'm not talking about that kind of athlete. I'm saying
I'm talking about just athlete in general. Like,
Bo Jackson is. We already know. I mean, it's
absolutely.
All right, but I'm saying
What article he was writing was in terms of impact of an athlete
No.
in history. Brady's
Yeah,
number one.
okay,
no,
but this is the thing
Brady's
when you
made
say
no impact on. I don't think Brady, like besides
He's
on the
made an
football
impact,
field,
yeah.
yeah. But
because Brady could easily
if
not
you
exist.
say if you say he's the greatest quarterback of all time, that's fine. I'm fine with it.
But if-
that's what I'm talking
but-
about.
okay.
I think Joe Montana.
okay,
is.
but
I
if
disagree.
Brady,
Joe Montana
but if
is
Brady
number one.
doesn't exist, then Peyton Manning probably was the greatest quarterback ever. It
If
probably
what?
would have been. If Brady didn't exist, then I think.
Well, I still have Joe
Peyton-
Montana number one, regardless.
Okay,
so.
but this is the thing. Dan Marino was probably a better quarterback than Joe Montana. These are facts. But Joe Montana,
in terms of what?
Let's go with luck, okay? When you're drafted to the Dolphins and you get drafted to the Niners, that's almost like luck, okay? Like
the franchise was
you're just
shit
a
when
better,
Montana got picked.
but
that franchise never had any history until he got there.
Okay.
He created their history.
I can only think of one wide receiver Hall of Famer in Brady's entire tenure, and that's Randy Moss. And he built his Hall of Fame career off
but he
of
does have
Minnesota.
He does have Gronkowski though.
Okay, now he won the Super Bowl without him. That shows how. I mean,
I think he is actually. Hasn't he only had a healthy Gronkowski for one
Super Bowl,
one or two out of his five?
I think one last year, or the year before. Sorry.
Well, okay.
The fact that he won it this year, because you know what, the Patriot,
they went 3-1 without him.
Patriot wide receivers. This is the first time
argument.
Patriot wide receivers they
went 11-5 the year Brady tore his ACL with Matt Castle.
Okay, but
I mean, there's plenty of arguments against the contrary too.
I'm not going to say that Brady. Brady and Belichick need each other. They are the greatest coach quarterback duo to ever exist in the NFL. Brady is the greatest quarterback, and Belichick is the greatest coach. But I don't think one is where they are today without the other.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine with the argument. I disagree. I would put Joe Montana number one.
If you put Tom Brady on the Browns,
I can think of like
Browns
5 Hall of
Super
Famers
Bowl.
off Joe Montana teams, like just off the top of my hand.
If you put Tom Brady under center of the Browns next season, they're not going to the.
That's a good point. Except, like I said,
but the Browns get 8 more wins.
They're winning games with Jacoby Brissett. I mean,
they won a game.
No, he started more than one.
He started 2 and got hurt in the second.
I mean, they blinked. They beat the Texans 28-0 or 30-0 with him as a quarterback. They're winning games without Brady. So I mean, that's an argument
can't
against.
Score anyways. Like
I mean, they scored 20 in the playoff game against New England, and New England, didn't they? Same thing with one of the worst quarterbacks anyone has ever seen. Brock Osweiler is a trash can.
He was trash at ASU. I think he's just better at his job than every other quarterback has been with what he's had to work with. That's how I'll put it. System or no system. If Belichick went and coached the Browns, are they better? I think they become better.
I think they become better
By like 5 games.
Here's the funny.
Yeah, but that was.
Here's the funny thing though, is that 12 months ago, we were having the same conversation about Peyton Manning. Is he the greatest quarterback ever to play?
Not me. I've never liked Peyton Manning. He's not the greatest quarterback ever. He's just stat building. Like,
well, then you could say the same about Dan.
Do you remember the playoffs? Man, playing Peyton Manning in the playoffs?
You could say the same thing about Marino.
You're right.
So
I mean, he made 4 Super Bowls. I think,
you could say that
Manning.
Probably.
He made 4.
You could say that could say that Joe Montana, Marino are the first
4.
Brady Manning.
He lost to Seattle, and he lost to.
I think Ty Law is a Hall of
Saints.
Famer. All right, based off of Manning. All right, he would give the ball away in the playoffs. All right, I think Manning is a better quarterback if he had Belichick.
Well,
okay, is Belichick?
It's definitely hypothetical with stuff like that.
Is Belichick the greatest coach ever? We can go that route.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but then you're making. But it's the same.
Because if you're going to argue system and Castle
absolutely
in there, then you have to say Belichick is the greatest coach ever. If you could say they win 11-5 with Castle, Belichick is the greatest coach of all time.
I think my hesitancy with that is just that they're on record as being caught cheating for different reasons.
It doesn't matter. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Okay, now
caught is different.
Here's the thing. I think more teams should try to do what they do.
They probably do, but they never got caught.
Well,
and they suck. Okay. Cheating, you have to know how to execute your cheat.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's not like he's done it with like a pure heart or whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's an asterisk, though. You're on record multiple times as being a cheater. You're on record. That doesn't go away. It's the same thing with Justin Blackmon, any of those dudes that
that's angry. That's like angry fan that like
Barry Bonds did steroids. He still hit more home runs than anybody else.
I don't care about Patriots cheating. I don't like.
But that's a small percentage. The only people who probably agree with you are Patriots fans and maybe like casual fans here and there.
Like the only people that probably care are Jets fans, Raiders fans.
I would have only cared if it affected the Browns.
Yeah, but wouldn't either.
There's your
I mean,
reason.
we could actually talk about this on a later topic too, because, anyways, let's talk about Rosie Forrest.
Brady. If you said Brady and Belichick are in the top 3 ever, then I'm totally fine with it. But I just don't.
Well, actually, you know what? All right, let's go to Trump topic first. All right, Trump, UA, Under Armour, openly supports Trump, which is fine. Okay, Brady, not verbally,
He was
openly,
one of the first ones ever
but
to have that
one
hat.
of the first to have that "Make America Great." Trump supporter, friends with Kraft. It wouldn't be shocking, anything like that. It doesn't affect anybody who likes Brady. Well, it might, a few percentage. Does it affect liking Brady or Belichick or anything like that they support Trump?
No, I think it affects.
I think
Under
it
Armour as a
does.
brand.
Not for us, but I think it does.
I don't know.
I
know if
think it
does.
more.
I mean, if
It affects Under Armour more.
I think it affects Under Armour. I think because
yeah, but why do you got to make that comparison though? It can be both. It doesn't need to be one or the other.
because
I
I
don't
think
know.
there's a difference between. I think there's a difference between an individual having an opinion and a company having an opinion.
No. All I'm saying is like people now who didn't hate Brady before this Super Bowl might now hate him more because
Maybe.
of that. That's all I'm saying.
Possibly.
Maybe.
And Kraft and
but I
Belichick
think-
or whatever.
But I
else.
think
But it didn't
people
shock
hate.
me.
Yeah, I don't think. I
What's
don't.
that?
That like Brady them.
It never shocks me when rich white people like
Yeah.
rich white people. That's
Yeah.
what
It
they
wasn't
like
like-
things that are like themselves.
It
I'm
wasn't
not
like.
surprised by that.
It wasn't like. What?
Look at his face. He's so happy.
Duh.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally, some truths, some facts.
Now, maybe with Brady, it surprised me just a little bit because he's from California, and California is a very liberal state. So that's the only thing that surprised me about it.
But now he lives in New England.
And he went to Michigan. Michigan's very liberal, so that kind of surprised me.
Now he's,
Well, with
you
the
know-
like owners and like Belichick, no, I mean rich white people like to hang out with rich white people. That's what it is.
He's in the Hamptons and shit. Like
But see, that's the thing with like when you got an Under Armour.
this simple.
Eating chowder.
Under Armour is a brand.
Yes, all the conservatives all eat chowder and hang out. That's all they do. Go to
and argue.
Kenny Bunkport and,
and they get the butter for the
Martha's
lobsters.
Vineyard.
Yes, they all got on lobsters.
No, I'm not surprised by that, and it wouldn't affect us likely, but that doesn't mean it doesn't affect everyone.
But see,
I don't think there's anything that Patriots haters are Patriots haters. People don't.
There's
need
a lot of people who hate that franchise
people
because of
don't-
the Trump thing. Trust me.
Okay,
I don't think anybody
okay.
Need another excuse to hate the
Okay,
Patriots.
so does
I hate him because of the tuck rule.
is
and whatever
Under
else.
Armour in trouble?
I don't think Under Armour's in trouble, but like Under Armour, like they make Steph Curry's and so they suck. So
But see, here's the thing: Under Armour was was Under Armour ever a
that's what I'm saying.
sneakerhead
Like, no.
brand? Or
That's what I'm saying. Like it'd be like Anta
you gotta-
being like,
you
we
gotta-
support Trump.
You got to keep
like,
in mind.
okay, thanks, Anta. Like
how small.
appreciate your opinion, Peak, but what?
Peak.
I wasn't buying it.
There's a Peak
and I'm
store in
still not buying
California.
it.
The actual market of sneakerheads is very small in the grand scheme of things. Like Nike's number one seller is that Air Monarch 4. And a sneakerhead buying that. You know what I mean? Same thing with Under Armour, Adidas, whatever else.
I think Under Armour stepped out of the arena that they held when they got away from being just an athletic apparel and football brand.
I mean, they're definitely making way more money now than they
They're
have
not going
in
to
the
grow.
past.
They're not going to grow at the rate they were before because at some point as a company you can only get so big. Number one, and then Adidas is run they're on right now. Number
Yeah.
two,
But this
and
is
Nike's always going to be number one. Number
Yeah.
three, there's three reasons
But see-
that Under Armour can only get so big.
Yeah.
This is the problem with Under Armour doing this is the fact that they're still trying to grow
And that's
athlete-wise.
where-
You're not going to convince a
Yes.
college kid
No.
out of there to go to the NBA or NFL like,
Yeah, but they-
to sign with Under Armour after this. There's no
Well, but see,
and,
here's the
and you're
thing.
talking about
That-
sports that are majority black athletes.
But see, you're skipping a very important portion of time. They're not making those negotiations when kids are coming out of college. They're making those negotiations where kids are playing AAU basketball when they're sophomores, juniors, and seniors in high school.
well, then they're affecting
That's when that
still.
relationship. No, but those kids are listening to their person who AAU coach who works for Under Armour and is getting free shit from Under Armour to give them and travel.
you're absolutely
No, but I mean, but here's the thing: is it's if the CFO and CEO of Under Armour support Trump, that's fine as an individual. But when a company takes a stance, especially a company that's so, I don't want to say far behind, but a company that's trying to establish itself, and you take a stance like that. Especially, no, you can't. You can't. Not with a candidate
not
that has.
surprised.
I don't think
that has
Under
a
Armour is
40%
ever going to
approval
have
rating.
an urban connection, though. Like, I never got the impression that they would.
Yeah, but we watched them over the last 3-4 years try to
They've
build
tried.
that.
Yeah, they have.
When you're trying to convince KD to come through and whatever,
Yeah, but that's like a Maryland connection, too. I mean,
You're right.
There's a lot of things built into
but
that.
then you have
that's
somebody
not-
like a Steph Curry. Now his shoes ain't doing nothing right now.
But see,
him.
that's another thing. That was an ankle issue or a foot issue. They just kind of like struck at the right time with that. They were able to make him a shoe that he fucking can stay on the floor wearing.
Did you see what he said in response to?
What do you say?
So the CEO of Under Armour said whatever, that
Right.
Trump is an asset to this country. And Curry went on record saying, I agree if you remove the E and the T.
What?
Oh, an ass.
An ass. So I'm sure there's going to be some kind of fallout between now Steph and Under Armour.
When you're talking about the AAU athletes and their relationship that builds, we're now talking about in a new era, which I had said last week, it is cool to be quote unquote woke and to be outraged. All right. There is no kid who has more than just Under Armour sending them jackets and shirts. You got uncles, cousins, mamas, daddies, aunts, brothers in their ear constantly. There is no African American family who was gonna say, "Oh yeah, son, you gotta go with them." Yeah, oh yeah. There's just it would be hard, and that check has to be lush. All right, for that to happen. Like I feel like,
But
they're
Armour's
perfectly
business.
fine where they are because you're not gonna grow anymore.
But the way that it works with stuff like that, endorsements, they're not making the money back from like Nike's not making back what they spend on LeBron.
Yeah, but it's not about making the money. It's about the exposure that you get. Nike cares about LeBron wearing Nike every single day in
yeah,
every
but it's
single
got to
place.
be beneficial to them at some point.
And
financially.
But it's not.
It's got to be beneficial financially at some point.
Now,
I
to
mean,
us, I don't care what Under Armour do. I don't buy a single Under Armour thing. Not one.
the only Under Armour
clothing,
thing I
nothing.
think I ever had was sandals because their sandals are super comfortable.
Like,
and
I'll
they
give
broke
you-
after like 2 weeks.
I'll give you an example of where LeBron transcended. This is like off the top of my head, is when the Reeveses came out and he posted the picture of himself wearing the Friends and Family Cool Ray Reeveses. And it was after that that like sales on those shoes started to pick up. So I think LeBron like outreaches his stardom, and that's why he's valuable. I mean,
When
yeah, I know,
when
but what I'm
LeBron
saying-
wore Kyrie's, the
Yeah.
red ones,
the red one sold
people
out.
was trying to grab them
Yeah, flew-
off the hook,
Yeah.
trying to grab them.
Right, but so anyways, just to for that point for Under Armour,
Nobody wants to wear what Steph Curry wears.
yeah, I mean they're not getting number one, they're not going to get anyone close to that has the aura of LeBron James, and number two, they would have to build a better product to even make it worth it for people to buy.
I'll bet you if
So
Under
what's the
Armour
point?
had, I bet you if Under Armour
the point
had,
of what?
Of them doing this,
I bet you if Under Armour
Saying the Trump thing, or what do you mean? What
Yeah.
point of
like,
doing what?
outly supporting Trump.
Yo,
Like,
you should bleach the top of your head like Odell Beckham.
Well,
What's
I
the
don't know.
point?
Okay, so I don't really know.
should, bro.
I don't know
Live with it.
what happened. I thought he just said it like in passing, and then people ran with it or something. No,
That I
did he
don't-
like make a point to like say
That I
Trump's
don't
the
know.
greatest? Because if he didn't like send a press release out that said Trump's the best, then I don't see what.
That I don't know.
Like obviously we disagree, but if he just said it in passing, like he's in a boardroom or in a press conference, and just like Trump's doing well. I mean, it's not like he's outwardly making a point to say
yeah, but didn't they meet
he's
with Trump
the
too?
greatest person ever.
Didn't they
know
meet
about that
Under
either.
Armour meet with Trump?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I prefer.
they supplied his
like I
suits.
said, I don't care. Like I said last week on the podcast, I don't care what Nike letter says or Adidas. We don't support discrimination. I don't care what they say because I'm sure voting for Trump would benefit Nike and Adidas over not. Okay. Now you have athletes that you must support.
Well,
largely
unless
minorities.
something happens where now I think it's a bunch of baloney, but if something happens where some of those jobs, those companies are forced to bring jobs back to the U.S., they're going to lose money on those. It'll be better for citizens here, but worse for companies. I mean, that's why companies go to China in the first place, to make more money because they don't have to pay people anything.
So I don't know. I'm not buying Under Armour anyways. I don't care. Under Armour can do whatever they want. Now I'm more interested in the athletes that they do have. Like I haven't seen an athlete yet say, you know what, I want out. I want off of this. Like you see Patriot players already saying they're not going to the White House because of Trump.
But
Like
Tom Brady didn't go to the White House.
But you're talking about, and actually,
too, man.
we should
I'm
have.
sorry, that's
we
dumb,
should have a topic one day about Martellus Bennett, just in general, because I think he's one of the most interesting people in
We
the
probably
entire
could have.
planet.
might be the most real
Actually,
person on
you
it.
know
I
what?
think he is one of the most
when
interesting people
you
in the
actually
world.
mentioned, did you end up doing the top 5 people you want to kick it with?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't do it.
that's a
Damn, we
good
should have did
one.
it this week.
We should have done that.
I mean, I
I
think
didn't
the
do
topic's
it.
pretty good for this week.
Huh?
Yeah,
It
I
does
think
it's
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
But our number one should all be the same for who we'd want to kick it with.
Martellus
Facts.
Bennett.
This
No.
is sports or anyone.
If we did, we'll do that next week. Top 10 people we'd want to kick it with. Anyone
Oh,
on earth.
Dave Chappelle, number one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dave Chappelle, number
Oh,
one.
then your number 2 has to be the same as mine. Don't tell me now.
It's not like people are going to remember.
Okay. I don't want to know.
Oh, all right.
Well, I'll tell you my number 1.
My God, there's a lot of good.
My number 1 would be Marshawn Lynch.
Oh,
Marshawn Lynch. He was the first.
Yeah,
He was the first thing that came to mind because of the thing of him in
Sweden, wherever he
oh,
was.
yeah.
Did you watch that video when he went to Houston, Scotland? Or
He was
whatever?
like, no, not this Houston though, the other Houston.
Where he was in that Taylor.
You're right.
When he was in that Taylor.
But
he was like, I ain't
Martellus
wearing-
Bennett is the same thing. Like,
What'd he say?
and no disrespect to Lynch because I love Lynch, but Martellus Bennett is like a more intelligent version of Lynch.
I
mean,
watched.
literally.
I think Lynch is intelligent. I think he acts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
he plays
You're
dumb.
right, but there's Martellus Bennett is like a different level of like.
But I want to hang out with both Bennett brothers. I would.
I
Them together.
agree
What
with
do you
you,
say to
but
that, Taylor, about?
Oh, they were
I just
wearing
think
kilts.
like
Oh, yeah,
I just
he
think
was
like
like, we're not my country.
we don't wear that. Bro.
Martellus is like a little more happy-go-lucky in terms of like personality, whereas what's the name from the Seahawks look like?
When
He'd
he
just
was
be
on
always
that
be angry,
bicycle,
you know?
when he was on that bicycle,
tears.
he was like, that bus came. I was going. He needs an entire TV show. He needs to be on Marshawn Vice. You need Marshawn Lynch
Vice Sports. Yep.
on Vice. Period. All right, I would watch
hanging out
that.
with Action Bronson.
Jesus and Mero. Somebody.
Action
I
Bronson's
need
another
him.
one too. He'd be in
Oh,
my
I
top
hang out
five.
with him
Facts.
too. That's next week. Top 10. What else was we talking about? Oh, so who was that sent that thing about the retiring from sneakers, consolidating?
Oh,
that
Yeah, you
yeah,
sent
I
that.
sent it.
What do you
it
do with
was-
your sneakers when you?
I
want
thought it
to
was Bobby
consolidate?
Hundreds, like one of the Hundreds brothers from the brand The Hundreds. I thought it was one of them, but it was actually about a skater from who was like turning 40 or something.
Wasn't he the one that like ruined all the original Jordans? I seen an article today. Maybe it's not him. I don't know.
It was weird because it wasn't like he wasn't selling them. He was doing something else, like making artwork with them or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that. I didn't read the whole article.
I think
but
maybe
yeah.
that's what he was doing. They said destroying. I
Yeah.
figured he must have been. Anyways, we talk about it all the time. Sneakerheads, retiring. We retired a million times. This, that, and the other. Ryan. We talk about Ryan. Ryan has a million pairs. We all got. I mean, I'm finding doubles that I had no idea I owned a second pair. When do you decide that you're gonna start consolidating or retirement? Because George, you two have been buying stuff left and right.
Yeah,
All right.
but again, I bought it with the intention of getting rid of one other thing that's equivalent value, so it just replaces another thing.
So when you sent that, the first thing I thought was like dog ears. I think sneakers are sort of like dog ears in some type of variation. It's like if you've actually owned majority of a lot of the greatest shoes of all time in that era, you can safely retire and it wouldn't matter. Like, you should be comfortable retiring. If I could say, man, in the 90s, I had Air Much Up Tempos, Rodmans, all the Jordans.
Yeah, but
I had all the
but
Kamikazes.
define retirement. You're talking about getting rid of everything, or
No, I think that goes to consolidation.
because I think I'm gonna get rid of most stuff.
Yeah, but we've said that a
Besides-
lot.
Yes, but
I think you personally
Besides,
should get
like-
rid of every single thing except Jordan 1s and Boost. That's it. There's no
Well,
reason you
Jordan
should have
4s.
anything. You don't need that either.
but I want it.
That's fine. But you don't need literally anything. Ryan, I don't know. What are your plans with it?
I need to start selling it.
Yeah, but like I started looking at my stuff like what are my plans for this besides actually
Well,
growing?
if I
So
can,
here- okay,
if I
so-
can sell everything and get to the point where I'm net zero in debt, and I don't mean to say that I have a lot of debt, but if I can get to the point where everything besides a basic monthly bill is discretionary income, I'll be in the happy land or whatever you want to call it.
You keep doing the credit card fraud. You'll get there.
Yes.
Here's like what I like come to in my head is that okay? So obviously, as we know, go ahead.
No. Whatever you're gonna say,
Yeah.
it's more the fact of can you actually do it?
Yes.
No, like stick to it.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
bought like 7
Yeah.
shoes this weekend.
No. Listen to my plan.
Okay.
Here's my plan. So we've all been in shoes for a long time, very long time. We know that there's a point to where a shoe becomes unwearable due to its age, which is probably sometime around the 10-year mark, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to start putting a date on, so anything that I have, like let's say now, that's from 08, 09, maybe even 2010, it needs to go. Because if I haven't worn it by now, I'm not going to. And if I have worn it, I'm probably not going to wear it again anyways. So all that needs to go now.
Yeah, but do you look at your collection of sneakers as like, I plan to still wear this, or I just like? I'm sorry, when it came to my collection,
there's
now,
a lot of stuff I just like to look at.
Okay, yeah, my collection now is a lot, and I only wear my wears are on the bottom.
Yes.
Entire wall covered, wall covered, wall covered.
Yeah.
Facts. And I'm like, I don't know if I could walk in my closet and not see that. You have a dope setup with your clear boxes. Could you walk in the sneaker room and not see that?
I think I'm past that point, because if all the SBs were gone, I would be totally fine. The reason they're not is because I'm lazy, and I'm willing to admit that. See, that was to say the difference between me and Simple is I don't think he's ready to let that stuff go yet, which is why I'm ready to let it go, but I don't want to go to the pain of like having to sell and list all that shit.
I'm the same way as you, like, especially like...
Yeah, but it's easier for you to sell what you have. It's not that easy for me to sell what I have. You have DS Jordans and all that kind of shit. That stuff will go.
That stuff goes. But like the thing that I fucking don't look forward to is when I have a VNDS pair of shoes and you got to take 15 pictures of every angle and talk about it and write a description and put it on eBay and wait for the fucker to sell.
That's different. Now, in Arizona, for who knows us, sneaker groups, people, anyways, you've already built up sort of a persona of Ryan has everything. All right. You don't have to take 15 pictures of something. They know you got it, and it's probably in decent condition. We've built up the same persona of just we're sneakerheads and we buy stuff. Like I said, I'm not ready to let it go. I'm just not. I go on Go app.
Yeah, I am.
I go on Go app and I do put stuff in there, but I just don't want to let it go. I can't.
There are certain things I don't want to sell, but I'm not like that. If someone came over to my house and offered to buy all the SBs for like a certain price, as long as it's agreeable, I would sell them all.
Because what makes me mad is the fact that like I lost top threes, Carolina 4s, and a pair of Oreo 4s that I thought I only had one Oreo 4. I literally like look every day like, okay, I'm going to sell this Oreo 4. I sold it. Now that I have another extra pair, I don't want to sell it. Like, oh, I still got one. Cool. Just in case.
Sell it.
Yeah, but that Oreo 4 is fire.
Yeah.
That is cold, hard facts. I want to sell that replica 4, whatever that garbage from 2012. I can't sell
Those
that
will
trash.
go for. I sold mine for like $225.
Yes, but you sold them like the month before the real OG version came out. I can't sell that now.
Yeah,
That's garbage. The net's yellow now.
No, I sold it after. It was at pound for pound
I ain't selling
for like $225, and you don't even care about that. You put yours at $150 or something.
I want to put my stuff on eBay. I don't, like you said, I don't really feel like it. I don't, but I can't let it go either. I don't want to see the wall. Once I start selling, I'll see the wall in my closet.
I would rather see the wall. I want to get rid of it because I have boxes on one side and clear plastic on the other side. I want that space.
I don't.
And
you have another
money.
room though. See, I don't care about the money. It's
I
gone.
need the money to pay stuff off.
Right, but we doing all right. We can figure it out.
Oh yeah, well that's
right.
why it hasn't happened yet. But that doesn't mean that I want to.
But see, this is the thing with Ryan, and he doesn't. That's why I say you don't want to let it go because he got like 50 Kobe's. I mean, like 25 Kobe 8s.
Oh, those all of those go.
They're all gone?
I'll let them go.
No, you're saying that now.
The only ones I want to keep are the Christmas ones, honestly.
You're not going to let all those go.
I'll let them all go.
It took you forever to get rid of Rising Sun 12s. Forever. And you probably still have another pair.
No, I sold them.
You got, how many 11s you got?
A lot.
You got about 25 11s.
I got a lot of
25 pairs of 11s. If you just said, I'm going to take the L, you could sell every single one for retail. And you could easily, you could sell the double and everything for retail, and he would easily have almost about $5,000.
Probably.
Just like that.
I sold all of my double 11s.
Okay, you could sell them all now. And you'd have about 5,000.
No, well, you probably have
Concords.
about 4 pairs of new Space Jams, but
3.
See, there you go.
You could sell those 3 for about $320 each, and have about $1,000.
In 2 years, I sell for $550 each.
In 2 years, they'll be back out again, and they'll come out back in the 2009 version.
That actually is a good point.
They're gonna be back out 2009 version this
They'll
time.
be back out again.
And cats gonna lose their minds.
2009
They're
version.
gonna lose their minds. Cats are gonna lose their minds about it. It's gonna be like the 22 anniversary of Space Jam, whatever it would be.
Yeah, the 11 year hasn't even happened yet.
Okay,
Well, hold on. That's actually a good point. We'll just talk to that real quick before we go to the top 5. But the 23rd anniversary, what year are we in right now? What shoe are we in?
That's like gonna dominate the year.
Oh, never mind.
Rooster?
No. Like 23 years after it came out, that's when they start. Why is he giggling right now? He can't even laugh on the mic. He's giggling. Yes, you want to talk about cocks. Pause. But no, so Jordan Brand was doing everything on the 23rd anniversary. So what year did 11 come out? 95, 96? So next year, 2018. Supposedly, 23rd anniversary of 11s.
We'll see. That just means Concords are coming out
Maybe.
with like gold.
I'll buy them and resell them.
I'm buying them to keep. I got a pair
You
of
ain't
Concords.
buying nothing. All right, top 5.
Whoa, hold on, real quick. Jordan 4s. Why didn't nobody want those? The royalties.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
I
that.
don't know. They're dope.
Why did I thought?
Have you seen them in person?
Not yet.
Mine come tomorrow, I think.
They look like they remind me. They're like black Raging Bull 5s. Like that's the same
Easy.
kind of suede.
I think
Alright,
I
settle
saw
down.
some
Raging Bull
videos.
5s
I
were-
saw some like review videos.
Whoa.
It's like the same suede as the Raging Bull 5s.
This is what doesn't make any sense to
look
me.
like it.
In some of the YouTube videos I watched, people went out and like gladly bought the 15s, gladly bought those like 6 perforated 6s, gladly bought those Black Cat 13s, but then they let the 4s sit. So I mean, honestly, I think it's like kind of
the 8s.
inexplicable or not explainable, whatever terminology you want to use, that some of that stuff sells and then the other thing sits. Like the 4 is way better than anything Jordan Brand that has come out in a long time, besides like ones or whatever.
2
I
years.
mean-
Like I can't think of. I mean, I don't know. The 4s. I said they would sit though. Let's be clear on that.
I don't remember that.
You said Space Jam.
Well, I wasn't here last week.
I did
so
think okay, you did too. All right, but I did say royalties will sit. They didn't seem like once the release date got closer that the hype was up. I didn't think like I didn't see everybody like.
I don't think there
No, I mean,
was.
people
I don't
like
think there
were
was
putting up
hype.
pre-orders and they were lowering the pre-order prices because they weren't selling. So.
Yeah, but the hype might not have been that high. But
which is
they-
why like we'll talk about that next week.
Okay, well then, will the 5 sell out this week at 400?
The green?
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
they will.
It
will.
depends. No,
If all those
the number one, the number one,
4s and
the number one factor is
Yeah, you're
production.
right.
Tender
Production is the number one
Production
factor.
is the number one factor. If the production numbers are very low, then it's
any
supply and
stores-
demand issue. But
So then you think the production was super high, like it's so high that everybody got their royalties and there's just that many
yeah,
left?
absolutely.
absolutely.
Really? Really? Because
I mean, you think like Sneakers app didn't sell out because no one bought? No, because there's a million of them.
No, tons of people bought them.
I don't know, man. I think people took it as a pass. Like,
There's no reason. There's no logical reason to though when people were buying all that other stuff. That's what
This
I'm saying.
is the
that might be
best-
why they didn't buy it because they bought a lot of other nonsense.
Well, I can't say that.
You can't.
This might be tied for. This is top 5 best non-OG for colorways. Of
those
all time.
That's a strong thing to say.
Those Pinnacle 5 greens
only
or whatever
ones-
would not selling out would not surprise me, but it would be because of a number thing.
The
not
only
a-
ones that might be better are Toros.
I mean, you're
Cavs.
including Ben Pack. You're including a lot of stuff when you say non-OG top 5.
The
Now, you want to throw
better-
top 10, and it's got to be number 9 and
Better
10.
might be
Because it's not that appealing
Dornbacher.
looking. It's not. It's regular. It's nothing special about it.
I like them.
I think a bread 4 is better.
think, well, number one, they hadn't done gold on a 4, and then number two, the
Not enough
materials are
gold to
different.
be like, whoa.
Yeah, but they never done it before, so it's different.
Yeah, I think bread 4s are better than those.
Well, of course they are.
they
It's
are.
the original color. That's my favorite shoe of all time. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Well, I was trying to make a point, but you ruined it.
At what point?
I don't know. They're just not that great.
Top
Like if
five.
you said Cav 4, then we could say that. Yeah,
But not that.
Cav 4s
But not that
might
great.
be better than
I think
royalty
Cav 4s are
4s.
better than royalty 4s.
I would have to see. I don't. My Cav 4 smelled like oil field in Iraq. I would need to like go back and like have them in hand to know.
Like a turban.
They smell so bad.
Come on, bro.
It smelled like turpentine. They smell so bad. Like they put them together with like the most toxic materials.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Available
was
in China,
When you
no.
pulled that black plastic, it was like,
I got here going wild saying Turban. He must be a Trump supporter too.
Top 5. We didn't say it at the top of the show. Top 5 today.
Fire.
We would have did 10. Homie was supposed to come through, but he didn't make it. Shout out to the homie Robert. Top 5
Athlete
nicknames
of all time.
To us.
time.
Now we
Can't
did
wait.
5, and I wish we did 10.
I got 10. 'Cause
I have
5
8 on
honorable
here,
mentions.
so we can go ahead and I'm gonna just mention them all. All right, I'm gonna mention my honorable mentions first.
Go ahead.
Honorable mention: Billy White Shoes Johnson,
Okay.
Oilers.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, when you got that nickname, you can't wear a black shoe. You just can't
it's not on my list, but
ever. All right,
but then you got to have what's the name on there too?
Ooh, no shoes.
From the Black Sox, the scandal.
I mean, no. No.
I mean, you do. Shoeless Joe Jackson. You have to.
No.
Okay, fine. I guess you're a hater.
It's shoeless Joe Jackson. Like, this is Billy White shoes. Like, shoeless Joe and Billy White shoes.
They're both shoe related. What are you talking about?
But one is wearing one. Okay.
This is the stupidest argument
I
I've ever
got
in my life.
number. I mean, I'm sorry. Another I'm gonna mention Jerome Bettis, the bus,
All right.
black and yellow
right.
uniforms,
Black
crashing
and
through
yellow,
everybody.
Black and yellow.
Now this one is a good nickname, but it was always stupid because he never was a villain. Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
All right. I
was a
like
dumb
that
nickname.
one. I didn't think of that one.
It
I
was
like
a
that one.
great nickname, but it was dumb. He should have been Optimus Prime. It wasn't like Calvin Johnson was like, oh, and
Yeah, but I think but
Des Bryant, Megatron.
No.
Calvin Johnson, Optimus
no,
Prime.
Des Bryant's not. He can't be a
I mean, he always loses. He's still a back.
But the thing was, though, is Megatron has more capabilities than Optimus Prime as far as like flying and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like he had more
I ain't thought about
transforming capabilities.
Yeah, but Optimus Prime had a sword and he was a big rig. All right. The fact that Optimus Prime was a big rig was kind of whack.
Optimus Prime pretty is a lame nickname though. If you Megatron pretty dope.
Optimus Prime was a big rig. They was painted like fire. That kind of sucked. What's your honorable mentions, George?
Oh, that's it?
I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, honorable mentions. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, fire.
Might be my top 5.
The
not in your
Iceman,
top
the
5.
Iceman, George Gervin.
That's a good one. I was gonna put that down.
Big game, James Worthy.
That's a
Fire.
good one.
Always showed up in big games. I had to put LeBron on there because LeBron's so big. The
was
chosen,
his nickname?
the chosen one.
No, it's not. It's King James.
You can call him King James if you want. Some guys have more than one nickname. The chosen one is what I remember because that's what on Sports Illustrated he was on.
King James was self-proclaimed, so
he was
maybe
on,
chosen.
yeah, he was on the cover as chosen one when he was in high school. And then Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that was a good one. I thought about that one too. That was pretty good.
The Wiz at shortstop, doing flips and making plays that no one could make.
How did that flip in the infield? Stop now. What you got? You got any honorable mentions?
Yeah. I'll
What you
say
got?
the Big Hurt.
I think he's still making his list.
Big Hurt's a good one.
Big Poppy.
He's still making his list.
That might get a little gay.
The Kid.
Poppy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, the kid's a good
King
one.
Griffey Jr.
That's a good one. The
Kid?
I never even thought about that one. That's a good one.
The Unibrow.
Oh, get out of here.
I
can't co-sign that one.
That's a good one.
I can't co-sign
I don't
that
know,
one.
That's a
bruh.
good one.
That's a good one because he
Okay.
can't get rid of it.
Yes, he can. He can shave it off.
No.
He can wax it.
He can no longer get rid of it. James Harden can't
Well,
get rid of the beard now.
I mean, he agreed that yes,
The beard's a
he
good one.
accepted
Beard's
the
a good one.
unibrow and makes fun of it on his own. So yes, but I disagree. When in the term
about-
in the all the nicknames of all time, come on.
pretty whack.
How about just because of the fact that he changed his number so that this would work, PG-13?
Oh,
I mean, he changed his number just so he could be PG-13.
but that's kind of whack if
dumb.
you got to create your own to do that. But
So
it's pretty
dumb.
good though.
Go. Is that? Are you done?
Yeah.
All right. Top 5.
Oh, number 5. All right. Number
Swaggy P.
5. Ooh, Swaggy P is kind of a good
Mound
But he
Runner
gave it
B-Bell.
to himself.
Stop it.
Thunder Dan. Long Range Ange.
Long
Matrix.
range.
The Matrix.
That's a good one.
The
That's a good
Matrix.
one. That's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
Go away, dude. Yes, the round mound of
Starberry.
rebound. He's just gonna go down all the Suns nicknames.
Sons athletes have had a lot of nicknames,
They've had a
I
lot of
guess.
nicknames.
I didn't think of not one of those people.
Matrix is good. The rest of those are
Matrix
terrible.
is good. That's kind of dumb.
That's terrible.
Cedric Sabalas have one?
I'm-
He had one, right? Oh, it is.
No.
You go, Dumas was the crack addict or something like that. Right?
Crackhead Rich.
Thunder Dan was pretty good. Let me do number 5. Number 5, Andre Karolinko. AK-47.
Okay, I forgot about that.
I thought about it, but I
That's a good one.
But well, hold on. I want to go back to Thunder Dan. Do we know why he was called
I
Thunder?
don't
He was
know
a
that
shooter.
either,
Like he dunked, but why was he Thunder? It didn't make any sense.
I never knew it
That's
either.
why it's dumb.
I guess because it was raining.
I was going to ask if KJ had a nickname, but I don't want to go there.
Oh, Rain Man. I can't believe I didn't think
Sean, oh, come on, bro.
I can't believe I didn't think about
Come
that.
on, bro.
I was thinking Sean Kemp, and I'm like, Kamikaze? I couldn't remember his nickname.
That's on my honorable mention list
It's
now.
on mine.
It's on mine now, too. It's on mine now.
All right.
God dang it, Rain Man. Number 4, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. You're an entire month. All right.
Yep.
I mean, that's period. I got number 3, Magic Johnson.
I agree.
I feel like he should be number 1, but I got Magic Johnson. I mean, dope. Number 2,
Can't be number 1.
The glove.
That's
Gary
a good
Payton.
one.
I mean,
I didn't put it on there. It's a good one.
You're on defense, and you're considered like you're just on him.
You
The
forgot a
glove.
huge one. I'm going to have to say it as honorable.
Number 1,
It's my 5, I guess.
which I'm assuming is on George.
It has to be.
Air Jordan.
Yeah.
I put a different nickname down, but yes.
What else you call him? Michael Air Jordan?
Dad.
What else you got?
Yes.
Air Jordan.
I wish I could call
when
him
you're, first of all, in an era that he wasn't the
There's
only
a lot
one
of, there's a lot of
flying through the
nicknames.
air.
I'm not going to say the one I put on there, but yeah, Air Jordan, you can call him Jumpman. Jumpman
MJ.
came up. That was a nickname too.
Yeah, I mean he had the air. His nickname was the air. Like he wasn't the only person dunking.
When you
Like,
hear it, you'll know.
so
No,
recap
I'm
real
telling
quick.
you, number 5 and number 4. You gotta. This
Number
is flames.
5, AK-47. Number 4, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. Number 3, Magic Johnson. Number 2, the glove, Gary Payton. Number 1, Air Jordan. Top 5 greatest nicknames of all time.
Number
To me,
5. Number 5, and could be in terms.
probably
of
thought
just-
about it.
It just in terms of nickname could be number 1 of all time. The coolest, possibly the coolest nickname of all time. Oh, wow. The Microwave, Vinnie Johnson. Possibly came off the bench and lit people up.
What? That's debatable.
No, it's not.
That's a little
That
corny. First of all, Vinnie Johnson. is
Microwaves
he a Hall
had
of Famer?
just came out. I mean, that was like
my
the 80s. Like,
We weren't
the
alive.
technology had just came out. Vinnie Johnson, a microwave off the bench. Are you kidding me?
Vinnie Johnson, though, was weird.
Bruh. It was a perfect nickname.
Socks
There's
Perry
not a
might be
lot
better
of
than Vinnie Johnson.
No, hell no. Why? Because he wore long socks. The microwave is actually creative. Like he comes off the bench and it's just like you're heats the team up and scores the points. That's all he did was score. Number 4. Number 4, William Refrigerator Perry.
That's a good one. I thought about
Fire.
that one, too. I mean, he's gigantic.
Fire.
Say
nickname.
Hot Rod Williams.
Yes, John Hot Rod. No one even knows why they called him Hot Rod. Probably something to do with Cleveland.
Well, now that I'm thinking of Brad Doherty.
Number 3, this is similar to Magic. It's very simple. Wayne Gretzky, the great
Great
one.
one. That's a good one.
Love Wayne Gretzky. I told you, Pro Stars. I love it.
Love that.
Number 2,
Cartoon, greatest cartoon.
I agree with
Number
you.
5.
You didn't have a number 2, but Magic
Magic.
with the ball.
That's impossible.
I mean, yeah, perfect.
I mean,
and then number 1, you already know who it is. The nickname that I listed, His Airness.
Stupid.
nobody called him.
What are you talking about?
I guess they did.
You smoking rocks if you think they didn't call him His Airness.
I guess, but Air Jordan
His Airness is better.
Better.
No. That's more known.
Air Jordan.
His Airness is an actual nickname.
That's
Jordan has
just-
his name in it.
Okay. Air Jordan.
His Airness.
The sneakers are Air Jordans.
Simple, you're up.
Not his
All right.
Airness Jordan sneakers.
His Airness.
Number 5. The Mailman.
I should have.
That's good. I was going to put it on honorable mentions.
I thought about
I just don't. I'm not too fond of Karl Malone. So that's why I
Number 4. The Answer.
didn't do it. Ooh.
Oh, I had that in my honorable mentions, but I deleted it. That's a good one.
Oh,
Even though
yeah.
he wasn't the answer,
Number
though.
3.
Yeah, what?
I mean, we couldn't get a chance. Anyway,
Primetime.
He was the answer to getting the
I
Sixers to the
had
finals.
these. See, all these you're saying I had them on my list, but I deleted them. 'Cause we only did 5.
Yeah, that's good.
Primetime's a good
For
one.
Simple coming up with his list 2 minutes ago, it's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Number 2. Magic.
Yes.
And number 1.
It's got to be on there. Come on. You didn't put.
Money Manziel.
I'm so done. I'm so done. His nickname is Johnny Football, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Number 1. Air Jordan.
Oh my god. I can't. I'm actually shocked he didn't put Charles Barkley on there.
thought he was-
Sir
Round
Charles,
mound
I mean,
or that round mound
Sir
or rebound
Charles is
or
better
Sir
than-
Charles.
Sir Charles is pretty good.
Sir Charles. is
Yeah,
good.
but round mound or rebound was actually his real nickname.
Money Manziel.
That had me
Air
too.
Jordan, number one. Air Jordan's number one. No, but the Suns did have a lot of like
Suns
nicknames.
had a lot of nicknames. Sox Perry.
Soxberry.
That's
Thunder
not a
Dan.
nickname.
Sox
You
was a
were-
nickname.
You wore a sock. You call Jason Terry Soxberry? Sox
No, you call him
Jason
Headband.
Terry?
Jet.
You call
Yes,
him
I know
Headband.
he's the Jet because he does that. But
Oh, he's the Jet because it's.
he wore long socks.
I
his
thought it
whole
was
career.
Jet, his middle name.
I mean, it
Jason
could be
Edmund
too, but he
Terry or
always
something.
does this. So
Yeah, but that's because he's the Jet.
okay, I'm sure they earned at the same time. It was like together.
But James Harden, the beard, is kind of good.
that sucks.
I mean,
The beard's good.
it's just that you're basing it off of like looking at some, I guess. But you can't never get rid of it. He can never get rid of the beard. Now he's just James Harden.
Well, and because he has fucked up teeth.
Yeah, his teeth are bad.
Yeah, his teeth are awful. He can
He should.
bite
His
tin
nickname
cans.
should be
Megatron is a
Veneers.
good
His
one.
nickname should be Count Dracula.
Veneers.
That's what his nickname should be.
Megatron.
Shout out to him and Adidas.
There's
There's a lot of good
Or
ones we
Beast
didn't talk
Mode.
about.
Beast Mode.
I wanted to put Beast Mode in there. I forgot.
Beast Mode. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I mean, it would have required a top 10. Because then you
yeah.
could put some honorable mentions.
Iron
Mamba,
Mike.
Black Mamba, Iron Mike,
Iron Mike.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good
the
one.
Mamba's a good one. Iron Mike. Yeah, but
and Iron Mike's a good one.
but Iron. Well, his fists were iron. His chin wasn't.
Gosh, what else? Is that all? I mean, there's a
Nah,
lot.
there's a lot of them. I looked some stuff up. Like
Goran Dragic had a nickname. What was his nickname?
The Dragon.
The Dragon. Yeah.
Son, every Suns athlete had a
loved
nickname.
that
What was Joe Johnson's nickname? Didn't he have something? Like
He did have
Sleepy
a-
Eyes?
He wasn't sleepy. Broken face.
his eyes were fine till his joint got broken in the playoffs.
It was something like his name was like Unconcerned. It was something like that.
yes, indifferent.
Emotionally separated.
I think he had a
Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right, that's a sneak dish.
Sneak this.